Okay guys, so today we are going to be talking about growth and decay. So we have some examples that we're going to work through together, and we have two formulas. If you notice, the growth formula and the decay formula are pretty darn similar, except growth is plus and decay is minus. A stands for amount, and we're talking about the initial or starting amount. Okay, so A for amount. Then we have this 1 that we need. Then the R is our rate, and we want to change our percent to a decimal. So remember, the way that we change percents to a decimal is we divide. So like, for example, if you had 14%, then we would change that by taking our 14 and dividing by 100, which changes this to 0.14. Or if you had like 5%, then we would do 5 divided by 100, which would be 0.05. Or, sorry, you could just have 0.05. Okay, so make sure that your rates are always decimals and not percents. And then T is your time period. And it just kind of depends on the problem, whether it's months or years or days or whatever it says. Okay, so here's our first example. Each year, the local country club sponsors a tennis tournament. Players start with 128 participants. During each round, half of the players are eliminated. How many players remain after 5 rounds? Okay, so this is a decay because we're eliminating and we're decreasing the amount of players. So we're going to use the function, and you can have y equals, or you could write f of x, which you can't see. There it is. Okay, either way is totally fine. So we'll just keep it as y. And then we are going to use the decay formula, so that's a1 minus r, and then to the t, and this is a power, an exponent. Okay, so we're going to plug in our information. A, our initial amount, well, we started with 128 participants. Okay, so that's 128. Then our rate is each round half of the players. Okay, so that's a rate of 0.5, half. And then our time is 5 rounds. Okay, so we're going to plug this information in and see what we get. So we really have y equals 128 for our A times 1 minus 0.50 to the 5th power. So you have to be really careful when you plug this into your cute little calculators. Okay, here, put this guy. Go like this. Okay, so 128 parentheses 1 minus 0.5, and then our exponent of 5. Oops. Oh, there it goes. So 4. So that gives us an answer of 4. So for what? Well, look back in the question to figure out the question. It says how many players remain after 5 rounds. So after 5 rounds, there are 4 players remaining. Okay, so this is our answer. All right, let's do another one. I'm gonna move my camera. There it goes. Okay, you've invested you've invested $1,000 in a savings account at the end of 6th grade. The account pays 5% annual interest. How much money will be in the account after 6 years? Okay, so we're gaining money. So gaining money is a growth formula, so we're going to write the growth formula down. Y equals A times 1 plus R, and then to the t. So the trickiest part is figuring out what each of your variables are. Once you know that, then you just plug it in your calculator, and that's pretty easy. So A is our initial amount. Well, we invested $1,000 into our bank account, and then our rate, it says that it was a 5% annual interest. So we have to take 5 and divide it by 100, which is 0.05. So be very careful with that. I like to put zeros in front of my decimals, but it doesn't matter. Okay, and then our time is after 6 years. Okay, so now we just plug in our information. So y equals 1,000 times 1 plus our rate, 0.05, to the 6th power. So let's see how much money we're going to get. 1,000, 1 plus 0.05 to the 6th. Oh, so now we have 1340 well, we can't have more than 2 numbers after the decimal. We'll just round that guy. 10 cents. So we grew from $1,000 to $1,300. So we grew $340 in 6 years. So maybe this kind of interest isn't the bank account you want to save with. But if you know how to use this formula, then you can check other bank accounts and maybe they have a better annual interest and you can get more money at the end of your 6 years. Okay, try your worksheet. It's pretty much the same thing, only on your worksheet we have given you specific questions. You write the initial amount, and then you write the percent, and then the decimal, and then you write the function, which just means that you're going to be writing this equation that we wrote down, this guy right here, where we plugged in all of our numbers, and then you write your answer here, okay? And then you have to tell it if it's growth or decay in this box, so this should help you stay organized as you complete this worksheet. Let your teacher know if you have any questions. Have a great day, guys. Bye!